Hi, Erin. Thanks so much for taking the time to meet with me today. As I told you a few minutes ago, I would love to record just a couple of questions so everyone can hear it from you.
Perfect.
So my first question is, what makes you so passionate about being a leader in the healthcare space?
Yeah. I think, my entire background, even my schooling, has been in healthcare, and my goal has always been to be part of organizations that were really not only business driven organizations, but organizations that are looking to try to help people and make healthcare better. So, from my experience in the quality and accreditation area, particularly, those roles that I've had really marry my want for the business side of things with the quality. And I have a background in public health, so it really married the two kind of skill sets and mindsets for me. It was more about making sure that the products that we were delivering for members and the coverage that we were delivering for members was really truly about keeping the member healthy and not just about taking the member's money and good luck. So, the ability to be in a healthcare space and within a healthcare driven organization is really important to me because, looking at patient outcomes and making people healthier is really a passion that I have. And, the clinicians have, very pointed ways that they can do that. But on the business side, we help to drive all the other pieces and parts that either make somebody's life a lot easier or make somebody's life a lot harder. And I like being part of the making somebody's life a lot easier piece.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. And then last question, what is something that you've accomplished? You've had such a great career, and what would you say is one of your bigger accomplishments?
Mm-hmm. I think there's really kind of twofold in that. So in my role with Anthem as Senior Director for System Support and Programs, we were in the process of moving from multiple regional systems over to an enterprise system. And it was really a struggle from a technology standpoint and even from a business standpoint for us to be able to do that. And the correspondence role that my team took is very compliance driven and very compliance heavy. So we had to be able to make changes on a dime, rather than looking at, we can start here and end here. So the ability for us to be able to move quickly was going to be necessary. And we were really very waterfall at the time. And it was a time where agile transformation was coming in. And, I was very skeptical about if it was going to work for the way that we worked and for our business partners as well. And initially I was a no. And then it was pretty clear that the organization was moving this way, and I had to get on board and my team had to get on board. So we gathered together and I said, okay, we got to drink the Kool-Aid and move forward here. And then the teams became on an agile release train that had, 25 or 30 different teams. The correspondence teams became the highest performing teams on the train. We went from a no to a very big yes. And we figured out a way to make it work. We figured out a way to make sure that, we took the number of letter templates that we had from something like 150 down to 35 automated templates. It was ensuring that, when correspondence went out to a member, it went out the appropriate way with the appropriate information in it, that somebody that needed to have an approval got an approval as opposed to a denial letter. Because of some system glitch. So we really worked really hard to make sure that when we were transforming our internal business, we were doing it in a way that was mindful of what the outcome was going to be for our members and worked better for our team. And ultimately, there was a fellow that was an agile coach, and he initially and I didn't see eye to eye. And then we were at a PI planning session. He came over with a camera and said, "You're going to be my poster girl on the website for what our agile transformation is." And so it was a really big change. And then I think the other thing too, that's up there is really around the team and growing the team. I had several members of our team. We went from a smaller commercial unit only, and then expand into government business and into case management and disease management. And then I had folks that started out as business analysts, and they were clearly leaders on the team. They would step up all the time, and there were roles in which, it was time for us to look at having another layer underneath me as their director and have some managers, and really was able to champion some of those folks. And even though they were trepidatious about it, was able to say, hey, you're doing this already. Like, let's figure out I'll be here to support. You're doing this already. You're already naturally in this space. All you need is X, Y, and Z to be able to be successful. and they were, and being able to really see the team and those individuals kind of grow and rise and take on new challenges was really great. Really great.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that, Erin. And I plan to share information with some potential clients, but really appreciate your time today.
Great. Thanks so much, Emmy. I appreciate it.